with yours truly. I'm the one and only. I go by the name of Mr. Taliaferro. Make sure you follow your boy on Instagram at It's Mr. Taliaferro. So I want to break this down because this is a conversation that needs to be had right now. A lot of people have the same question, and I want to make sure I answer this question to the best of my abilities. I want to play this clip from Herbo, Chicago's own. So it's the Herbo too. That PTSD got a couple joints I really like off that bad boy. So Herbo posed a question that a lot of people have. Why are we announcing so many NBA players with the virus? Obviously, we've seen guys like Kevin Durant announce that he has COVID-19. 3 other Brooklyn Nets players have the virus. Christian Woods of the Detroit Pistons had the virus. 2 Los Angeles Lakers had the virus. Marcus Smart of the Boston Celtics announced that he has the coronavirus. Obviously, this thing really backtracks when it feels like the world took this thing serious, or at least our country took this thing serious after Rudy Gobert's positive test a little over a week ago. Then obviously he gave it to his all-star teammate Donovan Mitchell. So what I want to do right now is play the question from Herbo, then I'll try to answer it to the best of my abilities. I'm no doctor, but I'll do the best I can.
Hey, no, for real. I ain't trying to hear that shit. What the fuck did y'all put inside the Gatorade? How the fuck only NBA players catching the coronavirus? I ain't seen no fucking football players, no baseball, no soccer players, no strippers. How the fuck strippers ain't got the coronavirus and NBA players got it? Them bitches shaking ass in front of strangers all day. Nothing but strangers touching them. Dollars, all type of shit. What the fuck they didn't put in the Gatorade? I ain't tweaking, bro. How the fuck a new NBA player catch coronavirus every day? What? How?
So I was listening to Adam Silver of the NBA, the commissioner of the league, break this down, right? Because this is a valid question, right? We're seeing all these NBA players get not diagnosed with the virus, and the question in the atmosphere is, how are they getting tested? We've heard multiple reports from media outlets that we trust that say there's only 1,000 or so tests in our country right now. That's the problem right now. I think one of the bigger problems right now, outside of people not doing social distancing, is a lot of people are sick, but we don't have enough tests to test people that have moderate symptoms. Some people are going home and they don't have coronavirus, right? But other people are going home, being sent home from doctors, and they actually do have the virus, and they need that next step of care, but they're not getting it right now because their symptoms are relatively mild at the moment. So let's explain what the heck is going on in regards to the NBA, why they got guys getting these tests, and to answer Herbo specifically about why does it seem like NBA players are the only ones with the virus. He's asking what's in the Gatorade. So let me answer your question, Herbo. Salute to you, my dog. Here's what's happening. The NBA can actually backtrack who's been exposed to the virus because of their schedule. That's really the breakdown of it. They're going and buying private tests. According to Adam Silver, the test that they're using to test their players has nothing to do with the supply that this country has. Now, I have a question myself off that. It's like, yo, if the NBA if they have the rights to private testing, my question is, yo, why does this country just not buy private testing? You think that'll be more beneficial? Again, I know that you don't want to oversaturate hospitals, but at the end of the day, if like doctor facilities could get more tests, you got the NBA letting you know we're testing all our guys. We got the access to private tests. I want to know more about the companies that are allowing the NBA to get their hands on private testing. But in regards to it, what's taking place is when Rudy Gobert got the virus, according to Adam Silver, it wasn't the NBA that made the announcement of testing. You know, they didn't make the call to test the rest of the Utah Jazz or the Oklahoma City Thunder team. No. It was an Oklahoma City official that said, yo, we need to test y'all players before y'all leave up out of here. Y'all might have to go through an airport. Y'all might go to a restaurant. We want to know what we're dealing with here. So from there, the NBA was like, okay, we know Donovan Mitchell has it. We know Rudy Gobert has it. Let's go and back test teams that these guys have played. That's how the Toronto Raptors got tested. The Detroit Pistons got tested. I mean, there is a video on the internet of Serge Ibaka of the Raptors who guarded Rudy Gobert. He's kissing the basketball. In the middle of the game, he's kissing the basketball. Literally, he's kissing the basketball. Obviously, he definitely would be exposed to it. Now, his test came back negative, thank goodness. But again, you can backtrack this thing And you could really, if they got the money to buy the test, I get why they're doing it. Obviously, I believe the Jazz played the Pistons. That's how Christian Wood got exposed to the virus, or somewhere along the lines of that. Maybe he exposed Rudy Gobert to the virus, or whatever, vice versa. And then the Pistons, I believe, played the Nets recently. The Nets played the Lakers recently. Then the Celtics I think they played the Nets as well. So that's how the NBA is kind of backtracking their testing right now. That's why you keep seeing NBA players come out with the virus. Let me be clear, and this is the most important thing I'm going to say in this video that's going too long already. A lot of us have the virus. We're just asymptomatic. Because NBA players are getting tested, we can clear as day see who has the virus or who doesn't have the virus. But a lot of us have the virus right now. We're just asymptomatic, and our immune system is just doing a good job of fighting it off. And we'll probably a lot of us will never show symptoms. But for the ones that are showing symptoms, obviously this testing is helping with that. I hope that cleared up a lot of y'all questions. Look, if one player in the NHL came out with the virus, obviously they would go test anybody that's been around him in the last couple weeks. In the MLB, they were in preseason. If somebody came out and said, yo, I got the virus, obviously they would go get tested. Some of those teams that would go get tested. There's two things here with the NBA. We know someone who got the virus. As a matter of fact, Rudy Gobert was kind of the person that set off this just the way that America has changed. Ever since Rudy Gobert got tested, everything's been canceled. Ever since that day. So you got to give the NBA credit in that regard. They canceled first, and that's been kind of the thing that set off everything right now, right? Like the NBA canceling their season has kind of just shut America down at this point. And also because of the nature of basketball, I mean, more than any other sport out there, if you think about it, even football, basketball is just touching bare skin. In football, you got on pads. A lot of dudes wear different type of gear, and they got helmets on, obviously. In basketball, it's contact to contact. Pause. It's just straight contact. And then outside of that, even if you don't touch a player a lot, if you don't play good defense on the perimeter, at the end of the day, the basketball is still the basketball. It's only one ball. So more than hockey, MLB, and other sports, basketball will be one of the ones. Even if you're playing it socially right now, just be careful playing basketball right now, because it's a sport where the coronavirus can spread quickly in. It's a quick news break with yours truly. I hope I answered your questions, everybody out there, and G Herbo as well. I'm out. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they tuned in.
We locked in right now, Mr.
Taliaferro.
Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You watching Mr. Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV.